Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy's brother, Potato, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. Hey, how are you doing? I'm back again to transform another one of Amberlynn's videos into a wonderful, brilliant, stunning reaction. Potato's here today because Judy was in a deep slumber and I didn't want to bother her. And sometimes I just like to spend a little time, quality time filming with the old potato doodle-doo over there. The old positive doodle-doo. Yes, correct. So I had to be honest also, I've been putting off filming this reaction today, and I think it's mostly just because, like, wow, what a week of me getting caught up on content. I feel like this week I'm struggling to manage all of my time, and I'm just putting everything off until the last second, but then I'm also doing things like getting a mani-pedi. I got a massage this morning, so it's like, I could be filming videos for YouTube, or I could just be treating myself like I haven't been treating myself for the past 2 weeks with all the traveling I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here. We're finally gonna react to this new video today. It's called Keto Low Carb Stir Fry Recipe, Ulta Haul, and Living with Lipedema, which y'all did tell me in the comments it is lipedema. I don't know. I didn't bother to look it up because it's not my diagnosis, so I don't feel like I should have to know how to say it. I just assumed that Amberlynn would know how to say it after she spent 2 hours talking to her doctor about it. But apparently it is lipedema, unless she comes on here and tells me something different in this video. And part of me was like, oh, maybe if I hold off long enough, she'll just post a new video and I can react to that. But she hasn't yet. It is 12:47 p.m. on Friday afternoon and she hasn't. So I don't know. But I do have to go to a workout session with my trainer in about 40 minutes. So let's just get to, shall we?
So welcome to a new vlog.
Hey girly.
We just pulled up to Ulta and the sky.
Oh, she's stunning.
It's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Like, it's just so pretty.
I mean, it is cute.
Look at that.
So cute.
Oh my god.
You get to see things like that when you leave the house. Believe it or not. You do get to see things like that. Although, I'll say you don't get to appreciate the sky as much when you live in a city. I don't know if y'all feel that way, but that's how I feel. Like, when I lived in the middle of nowhere growing up, I felt like I was constantly appreciating the sky. And now, not as much. But yeah. I'm glad you're going to Ulta and you get to live this, feel this, see this, be this.
We also need to take this bad boy to the car wash.
Ooh, oh, who's she? Is that bird poo-poo?
It's on the outside, but what in the world is that?
I think that's poo-poo pee-pee. Bird poo-poo pee-pee.
Doesn't look like bird poop. I don't know what it is.
I think it is.
Look at it. It's so beautiful.
Oh my god. Girl sees sky for the first time in a month. Like, what? Okay, we got the point, girly.
Alright, folks.
Ooh, what'd you get?
In a clutch with Ulta Beauty.
What'd you get?
No, we need to do a haul. I'll just do it when I get home.
You got like all of 2 things in there. Just tell me what's in there.
We have a bag that we have to take to Goodwill, so we're about to go do that first.
The amount of times, listen, I appreciate that she's getting rid of stuff, but how many times in videos in the past like month or 2 has she taken shit to get donated to the Goodwill?
We have made it to the Goodwill.
Stunning.
Alright, you guys. It's time for my old...
You just went to the Goodwill? We don't get to see you drop off the stuff?
It's a haul. Let's get
there's more than 2 things.
It's been so long since I bought makeup. I've really been needing to. So, we have the Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump. Because my lips are tiny.
Same girl. And actually, I've tried something similar to that. I don't think it was that. And it just makes your lips feel so weird. I'm just going to embrace having these thin-ass lips, girl. It's what I was born with.
We have my favorite mascara in the whole world. Better Than Sex mascara.
Oh, we're saying sex now.
I needed a new foundation brush. This was $20 for a brush. Like... Tell Feline thank you, because she actually bought this for me, you guys. Oh. Like, I was, like, shook to the bits.
Oh, wow. Feline's the sugar mama, sugar mommy, the glucose guardian, the Splenda mother.
It was just really sweet. And then also my favorite mascara, my favorite eyeliner, sorry. Fluster. is
we gotta get
e.l.f.
those cat eyes.
But I've never
in line.
used the Precision liquid eyeliner, so I got
Precision? Wait, what did she say? Did she say precision?
is e.l.f. But I've never used the Precision liquid eyeliner.
Love the Precision liquid eyeliner. It's so good. It's so good.
So I got that, but then I also got the one that I'm used to, just in case.
Of course.
I love it, but
we always love to buy more than we need.
this is the one that I am just like addicted to. It's the Expert Liquid Eyeliner by e.l.f. And then I got, which I already have this, but
Of course you do.
I'm running low on it. It is NYX Epic Wear. Do not mind my finger. This is from writing so much. And
Well, bestie, I wasn't minding your finger. Wasn't paying attention to it at all. I sure wasn't. Sure didn't even look at it. There's probably somebody that was, but me? Zachary Michael? No, I wasn't paying attention to it. But thanks for letting me know how much writing you're doing.
You guys are probably shooketh, but yeah, I got massive calluses.
I'm so shook.
Yeah. So this is Epic Wear. It's colored eyeliner, which is my favorite. And
Sorry, I'm so shook. I'm so shook.
then I also got like a bluish one that I do not have. Okay, so I'm making like a fake stir fry. So
Okay, it's been a while since we've seen a quality Amberlynn Reed like little meal situation. I ended up scrapping the video, but I did try those little wheat thin egg salad bacon things she made. It wasn't bad. I didn't hate it, but I ended up scrapping that video.
some sirloin in the pot, or the pan, excuse me. And then I'm gonna add
veggie,
onion, some scallion. Well, these scallions. These I'm gonna save raw for the end. Some zucchini. And we're also gonna use some soy sauce, some sriracha. And instead of using garlic salt, I did have the out from earlier.
Why are we not putting garlic salt in an Amberlynn Reed recipe? I'm suing. I'm calling corporate.
My meal that I had earlier. I am just gonna use some minced garlic.
Love a giant tub of minced garlic.
And of course, at the end, we're gonna top it off with some sesame seeds.
Of course.
So here we have the meat, the veggies, and the garlic.
Why is it simmering in water? Don't answer that question. I know. I know why it looks like it's simmering in water. That is so moist for a stir fry.
Doing its thing. And I'm about to add the sriracha and soy sauce in just a couple minutes.
Okay,
she is complete. It smells like a hibachi restaurant in here, not gonna lie.
Something tells me it doesn't. Actually, just from the soy sauce and the sriracha, the only flavor you added to these veggies and meat.
We're gonna add some of the sesame seeds.
Okay.
And some raw scallion. That looks.
You know the white parts are the parts of the green onion that you always garnish with, right? Like don't you normally, and I do know you normally use the green parts at the top to garnish your meals with. But okay, cool. Love a chunk of raw white onion.
So good. All we need is rice. But wait, I can't. Hashtag keto queen. I'm just kidding.
Listen, I bow down to my keto queen, okay? Listen, I was thinking about this after her last video where she said she was gonna start eating keto, low carb, and she better be careful, because one thing I do know about the keto community on the internet is that if you're not doing keto exactly 100% the correct way that they think that you should be doing it, they come out there with those sirens blazing. They go, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, we're the keto police, you're not doing that right. And if she thinks that reaction channels are nitpicky, are critical, etc., then she's got another thing coming with the keto police.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Okay, so I'm actually in the middle of putting away some clothes. You guys, I wanted to
Are we talking about Mount Torrid? on the bathroom sink? Is that what we're putting away? I would like an update. I haven't forgotten about her.
Days in a row, I'm actually obsessed. Not the point that I'm getting at, but I know I said I wasn't going to read comments, but here I am. I was reading comments.
Girl, you're exactly the girl I knew you were, girl. You're exactly that girl.
You're that girl I knew you were.
Who would have thought that Amberlynn would go back to reading comments? Listen.
I got to thinking. I feel like there's been some sort of miscommunication. Seems to happen a lot.
And whose fault is that, Amberlynn? Whose fault is that?
9 times out of 10, I gotta stay reading them comments.
You don't have to
reading them. I'll read a few.
You don't. First of all, you don't have to do anything.
But a lot of people are saying, because of my last video where I'm talking about how I have lipedema and I was like diagnosed.
Oh, so you didn't go confirm how to say that? Unless the people in my comments are wrong. I was under the impression it was lipedema.
Seem like happy about it. I'm not happy that I have lipedema. I'm happy that I finally have a diagnosis and a plan. I am so happy that someone listened to me, and I have so many answers answered. So many things that I've been just like, why don't I lose weight like I should? Why do I eat 1,800 calories and I still gain weight? Like, why does a simple car ride make me gain 6 pounds? Like,
you know what? I did see some people in my comments too that were like, why does she seem so happy that she like has a disease? And I interpreted it the way she's saying right now, which is just that, like, I don't know. I assume when you feel like you haven't had an understanding of like what's happening with your body, that it must be a relief to get some understanding and a diagnosis that explains what's been happening. Now, whether that is, whether you believe her diagnosis is accurate or whatever, I'm not here to make that judgment. A lot of y'all, I guess, have medical backgrounds in the comments, and you feel like you can make those judgments. I do not. But I did understand that that's like where the joy was coming from for her. I don't know, to some extent, also, I felt like maybe a tiny bit of joy coming from her, that she like had an excuse now for what had happened, but I really understood it more to be like, oh, I finally have a better understanding of what's happening with my body.
So many questions have been answered. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Not happy about the diagnosis.
Sure.
Not happy that I have to do low-carb keto. I'm not happy.
Well, obviously you're not happy that you have to do low-carb and keto. You didn't have to tell me that. I knew you were pissed about that. You've hated that diet forever.
Happy I have answers and I can move on with a plan. And it's
wait, I also was just, since she's talking about this last video, it just made me think, I know this is way after the fact, but homegirl over here being like, it's so hard to be vegetarian when you're on keto. And that whole meal she showed us her cooking was mostly steak. Like, girl, you like me. Get out of here.
Thing that I've wanted for so long, and I finally did it. So I'm relieved in a way. I feel like a whole weight is off of my shoulders because I have a plan.
Sure.
And I see a specialist who has so much knowledge.
Well, to be fair, in the past you've had plans, and those plans have stopped because, like, again, I will ask this for everybody in the comments, just in case you decide to start watching reaction channels again as well. But what happened to Ozempic? Where did she go? Did you just up and leave her?
Over 30 years in this very subject, when I thought I would find nobody. Because lymphedema, lipedema, it's just one of those things where not a lot of doctors understand it. And even my specialist told me that. So I am relieved. That's all it is.
And
I just,
okay.
I don't know. And people are like, she's going to be making this as an excuse.
Well,
it's not an excuse. It's a reason. I have been experiencing.
I think she's using the wrong word. I think if she focused this little speech that she's saying right now, and that she's gained an understanding, as opposed to like a reason, because reason is something that like still is placing blame on something, right? Like, when she says a reason, a lot of people are hearing excuse. And I think that she should just leave that word behind and say, I've gained an understanding of what's going on with my body. Because I think that's what she's trying to say. She's just not, you know, Amberlynn, despite being a poet, a writer, not the best communicator, which is why situations like this always come up.
Symptoms from lipedema, and I didn't even know. I thought I was just broken. I thought I didn't know how to count calories and all this stuff. Turns out that's not true. There's actively something wrong with me, and now I have a plan to fix it. I can't fully fix it, but I have a plan to work with it, and I know how to live my life now around it. And
let's get to.
It's just like so upsetting that I open up so hard to you guys, and you guys are like just reading into things wrong.
No.
And I try my hardest to explain the best of my ability. Like, there's a quote that I said where in the video I was like, now I have a reason. And people were like, yeah, now she has a reason to binge. What?
Well, first of all, I don't know about that. But also, that's neither here nor there. The reason I paused is because, again, she's placing the blame about the miscommunication on us, the viewer, as opposed to thinking about how she communicated this information to us in the first place, right? Like, there's no onus on her end that, like, oh, maybe I could have explained things better or used different language. And instead, all she's doing here actually is just repeating the same things that she said in that video. So there's no new clarity brought to the situation, no new understanding on our end from the situation, because she's just repeating and getting frustrated and blaming us. It's so silly. It's so silly. And like, to that extent, I'm like, why are you reading the comments again? Because it's clearly not being positive to you. You were so happy about this diagnosis, and now you're letting people get to you about it.
No, now I have a reason for why I haven't been losing weight.
An understanding.
When I try and when I do things.
And an understanding. Not a reason for why you're not losing weight. You are understanding your body better.
Count calories and measure my food, and it's because I'm not doing it right for someone with lipedema. No, I'm not happy about it. Why would I be? Like, no, that's not a reason to binge. Like, my binges now are like just me overeating, and I still rapidly gain weight. My binges now is me ordering. Like,
wait, first of all, I don't understand how she defines what binges are for herself, and maybe that's a way that you could think about them, talk about them. But even if you are overeating, like, isn't the actual concept of overeating, like, eating more than what you need to eat? Thus, like, why are we surprised that you wouldn't be losing weight if you say that you're still overeating? It's just not adding up for me. Like, this is, again, why the way she communicates things gets people frustrated, confused, and things like that. I mean, this is also, though, to this extent, like, bringing up the binge eating is, like, why I also asked in the last video, it's like, oh, it's good that you have a better understanding of what's happening with your body, but, like, also, what about the better understanding we have about your binge eating disorder, and what's our plan to tackle that? Like, what's our plan to address that? Because you did have somebody who was, like, validating, affirming all the things you always believed about binge eating disorder, and we haven't really, at least from what you've shown us, seen you working on that outside of you go to the therapist you met through that program, who you said that you don't even agree with her way of treating binge eating. You know, so just like lots of hoops to jump through to try to understand what's going on in Miss Amberlynn Reed's life. But like, this is why I don't think she realizes how confusing it all is.
Like, let's say Olive Garden, like chicken Alfredo and eating the whole thing. A lot of people do that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of people aren't you, Amberlynn. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy.
But that's my version of binging currently, when my version of binging years ago was ordering 3 meals at once. Like, I hate that I have to, like, sit here and explain myself.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to, but I do have to say, I feel like all you're doing is adding more confusion and more complexity to the confusion.
I'm just gonna finish, like, putting away my clothes. I need to keep a better calm energy because tomorrow
Please.
is actually my CT scan for my chest.
Oh.
A little update on that. The pain absolutely went away, but
Stunning.
this morning it came back in my shoulder, and hate it, but that's just what it is.
Okay.
My breathing drastically better. I don't have a cough anymore.
Great.
I think the antibiotics helped. I don't know. I don't know why the pain is slowly coming back though. That's worrisome. But tomorrow is my appointment, and then the next day after that is my doctor appointment.
Well, then it sounds like we might have some answers on the way. Although this was posted, October 26th? So if she's up to date on this, then it sounds like today might be the day that she's going to see her doctor? Maybe, question mark? I'm guessing she got the CT scan on the 27th, and then her doctor's appointment is today, the 28th.
Hopefully she gets my results in by then, because I need to know my results. I want to know what steps I have to do further.
Absolutely.
I'm 31 years old. I turned 32 in December. And more than ever, I am just like, doctor, appointment. Let's figure it out, because the only way that you can figure it out is to get a diagnosis. And I know that's like what my channel has been about. But you guys, y'all have been telling me for years, go to a fucking doctor. And I'm doing the damn thing.
Listen, I'm not going to fault you for going to a doctor finally, because you were right. I have been saying that for years. My follow-up is that it's like more than just going to the doctor, because then you gotta follow through with like what the doctor suggests, which has been a challenge for you in the past.
So just, embrace it for what it is for now. You guys are watching it while I'm living it.
I'm embracing it.
Imagine that. So, I did not document the last time I did my Lego.
Oh, well, God damn it, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. How can I go on living when I didn't get to see you do whatever it was that you added to this Lego?
I did do the other half of the little circle, the globe. And y'all calling me a flat earther. I am not a flat earther. I've said it as a joke.
Now it's a joke. See, Trollin, this is the thing. Trollin, is you did say you were a flat earther once upon a time. At the time, you did not clarify, I'm just joking. You were being very serious about it. You were being very, very serious about it, girly. So, again, that Trollin, it comes back to get you, girl. It's gonna get you.
That's trolling, okay? But I'm actually about to do baggy 7, so...
Getting upset for people taking your trolling seriously. Okay, girly. Okay. See, this is what happens when you choose to make trolling a personality on the internet.
This one is actually beginning to build on the actual water of the globe here. As you can see. I
see.
I am excited. And while we're here, let's do like a fact. I'm just going to flip through it. A comet's tail is actually made up of melting ice.
Who gives a fuck?
Oh, that's like, oh, look, hi, baby. That's very much space related, just like my globe. That's really weird that I flipped to one about space. Hi. Look at her.
Just like my globe. My globe is space related. I'm sick of this.
Ooh, scratchies. Oh my god.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it and I will show you guys how it looks afterwards. So these are all the pieces that I am messing with. But I will say, like, the more I start putting things in here, it's like not even noticeable that I did anything. So a lot goes on in a Lego, and sometimes it's like visibly not even noticed.
Okay.
When I did the typewriter Lego.
Okay. A lot goes on in a Lego, and it's not even noticed. Okay. Like, wow. She really just, like, one, has a way with words, but two, just, like, finds a way to make something that already seems boring even more boring. Like, she can't even sound excited about her Legos in her voice.
Even the Nintendo Lego, like inside of the Nintendo is like a whole other world of its own, but you like don't see it. So sometimes like the person who completes a Lego, they know how much work and amazingness like went on the inside of the Lego and not just like displayed on the outside. If you've created a large Lego,
this is like a metaphor for her channel right now. Like, she claims there's so much happening in her life and there's so much going on behind the scenes and all the things happening behind the scenes, and yet we see none of it. We as the viewer see none of it.
Then you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, you guys, it's about 30 minutes later.
Ooh.
This is what we have. We even have some wheels.
Wow.
This is what the outside looks like.
Oh my gosh.
The inside is looking rather interesting.
I'm so entertained. Not bored at all.
To do another round, but it just seems like a lot of pieces. And I don't know if I have the actual patience currently, so I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night, but oh my god, I love it. There's quite a few extra pieces this time. Again, extra pieces is just in case that you misplace pieces and how they pick and choose which ones. Who knows?
Thanks for... Oh, that's how we're ending. On that very riveting... The very riveting note. That's the end. We're done. She's over. She's over. Reaction's done. We're done. We're finished. Great. Stunning. Well, I hope all the best for the appointments that Amberlynn had both yesterday and today. I'm guessing as long as she's up to date. Hopefully we get some good news from a video from her soon coming up. I don't know. We'll see. And that's all I think I have for today. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I had a whole lot of fun. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media, including Twitch, where I stream Monday through Thursday at 4 p.m. usually. Follow me on Cameo, get some merch, follow my gaming channel, all of that stuff. And above all else, have a wonderful day. Bye!